broad daylight, 7:12. We're about 15 minutes from our destination at the church.
Now we're getting closer, actually 21 minutes, 12 miles. That dyslexia kicks in occasionally.
Yeah, it does. Sorry
Starting
about
to see
that.
alone. Thankfully, nothing with any houses or anything like
Trees
that.
down, fences down, some things. You can see some trees. We saw some flooding in the last part of the video.
Yeah, but so far, a lot of reason to have some positive thoughts on what we're going to be seeing.
Right onto Kings Highway.
And once we get to the stake center, we'll get back on here and give you another update. And if we can drive around a little bit today to do some scouting for the work crews tomorrow, we'll get you some more pictures and video just to give you an idea of what these people are going through down here and just give you an on-the-ground
Take
kind
your
of
next
report.
right onto Kings Highway.
See you soon. We're still not to the stake center yet, but I thought I'd take a minute to explain just a little bit. We are 8.8 miles away from Port Charlotte. When we drove into Michael, we were heading to Panama City Beach, and we were at least 60 miles to 90 miles out, and we started seeing the effects of Michael. And I'm not downplaying this Hurricane Ian at all. It did a lot of damage, and I'm sure closer to Sanibel Island and Fort Myers, it is catastrophic. But as you can see these trees standing here to the right, you can see them leaning, but 90 miles out, these trees were broken with Michael, and all these lines were down. There was nothing. I mean, it took complete forest out. So when we drive in here and we see this, we actually, it gladdens our heart a little bit that there's not so much damage like there was in Michael, because I had never seen anything like that before in my life. And I've been all over this world with the military and been in some pretty bad areas, and Michael by far is on top of that list. So we are 16 minutes away, and like I said before, we'll come back on here once we get to the stake center, and we're going to show you a little bit of the Helping Hands operation and how that all gets set up, and we'll keep this going, and hopefully you'll find it interesting. Thanks for joining us. All right, so we made it to the stake center, and I'm going to show you here. Stake center, they've got power with their generator. At 8 o'clock tomorrow, this place is going to be hustling and bustling. We'll have it set up, all the supplies out by the end of the day, and we'll be ready to go. I'm going to go out front and kind of show you the pile of brush out there. Beautiful, beautiful stake building here. Beautiful grounds, these big oak trees, and as you can see, they've got most of it cleaned up and out here on the road. This is what we're going to be doing a lot, helping people with their yards. That's all just, as you can see, just as far as you can see, limbs piled up. The nice thing is, it looks like we're going to be able to help a lot of people here. That was one of the heartbreaks about being in Panama City Beach, was you could cut trees and you could help, but those houses were gone and the people were just sitting outside in their tents or under tarps, and there was just nothing you could do for them. It was heartbreaking. Looks like we're going to be able to do a lot more good here with our work efforts. So we'll be back once we start setting up and let you see the trucks rolling in and how that goes.
All right, we got our truck here, starting to unload. Trying to look at the flow. There's the command center. And we got everybody's gonna come in this way, and they're gonna come around, drive through the parking lot. They've got everything set up. There are chairs that mark 2 different lanes all the way down the center, 12 foot across. We've got hygiene kits. We've got food boxes. Our t-shirts from medium all the way to 3XLs. We've got our wheelbarrows there, some wheelbarrows there. We've got also some tarps and furring strips. We got a tarping section here and some markers so that way people can mark the holes so nobody falls through the ceiling, the roof. Got a few things over here and there, just trying to get the flow of traffic through as quickly as possible. Lots of supplies out here organized so that way everybody can just grab and go. Muck boots, first aid kits, clean out kits, mucking out, help people get rid of the yuck in their house. Gloves and rakes and shovels and brooms for tree work. We got chainsaws and all the safety equipment for the chainsaws, gas cans, bar and chain oil, and just a couple of generators for those lovely, wonderful chainsaws. Now that we got everything sorted out here, we will be on to day 2 tomorrow with all the people coming in and grabbing some supplies to help. It'll be an amazing event and some awesomeness will happen this weekend. See y'all later.